All right, welcome back, everybody, to the DangIT Prodcast, show where we talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin.
And I'm Philip.
And welcome back, everybody. Phil, how are you? He's doing
really good. Really
good. Okay.
I'm doing, as Donkey Kong would say in Donkey Kong 64, okay. I'm doing good. Chilling. I've got one of my wife's best friends here in town this weekend, and
oh, nice.
He cooked us up a very, very large and nice breakfast.
Oh, damn!
It was kind of fire. I didn't know he was a chef like that, bro. He cooked up some nice country potatoes, fresh.
Oh, he's that Michelin star.
Yeah. He cooked up some nice potatoes, like country style potatoes with eggs and bacon and hot links and sausage and freaking pancakes, and it was like, I was like, yo.
All right, say less. I'm on my way. In fact, everything's screen.
Yo. And I had some coffee in the morning, so I'm chilling. Right now they're at the library. They're
really?
I don't know why he's trying to get a library card here in the.
Oh no. No. I get it, because you know what? It's if you look hard enough, you can actually find some games over there you can rent. And given this economy, I think it's strategy to get a library card.
Oh, brother, you know, we can open up a new Blockbuster, dog. We'd be rich at this point. At this point, dog, we'd be rich.
Can we even use that name, or could we use something else?
No, probably not. I'd call it Block Video or
Hollywood,
or how about Hollywood Buster?
Hollywood Buster. I kind of like that. I'm not sure how we can get that off the ground, but we'll add it to the things to do.
I'm gonna splice both logos together, and there you go.
How about Red Buster?
There you go. Oh no, not Red Buster.
Add many uses, that Red Buster.
That Red Buster. Yeah, I've just been chilling. I've been all right.
Same here.
This is the final week of my family leave with my son, so I actually go back to work next week.
Oh,
I want to die, but that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure you've really enjoyed the time away from work and just with family.
Yeah, 10 weeks. I was off 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
For my first job. I still work my second job, but I barely get any. That's extra money. I don't really care. So yeah, my main job I was off, and which was nice. It's been nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Part of me needs to go back to work, and then part of me really doesn't. I don't know. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Is it just more of a feeling of monetary gain, or is it kind of I kind of need to do something?
Yeah, monetary gain, not do something. I could play games and hang out with my son all day. I don't care.
That's fair.
I've gotten to beat so many games and do so many things with my Switch. It's been so much fun. My son will sleep, and so I'll just kind of have him sleeping in the crib or next to me, and I'll just play games. I tell you guys, the Nintendo Switch is the most parent-friendly console I've ever had in my life, brother. He will just sleep. He'll just sleep, and I'll just have Joy-Cons separated like this, and I'll just
the Joy-Cons are so listen, we bash on the Joy-Cons quite a bit, or at least maybe not but I think
I don't know about we, but I definitely prefer my Pro Controller. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I've been using these strictly for the whole year so far, because it's easier for me to kind of go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And damn, dude, you know what? Yeah, I could have honestly, if I really wanted to, if I was on a budget, I wouldn't need a Pro Controller. I actually could play a lot of Switch games with this.
I feel the same. I felt the same way day one. But I then eventually got a Pro Controller. But I'm hoping to change that with the Switch too. Just see if I could just keep it downgrade for a while.
Okay. No, I mean, I'm getting a Pro Controller day one for Switch 2, but I'm a savage. Fair. I need to. But yeah, but that's actually mostly for multiplayer reasons. It's not just because I want a Pro Controller.
No,
I usually like to have two controllers out the gate, and I know the Joy-Con sideways is 2 controllers, but I'm at we can't. I don't know. There's going to be some games, obviously, that won't be able to use Joy-Con sideways, so I want to have 2 controllers ready to go.
Gotcha.
But yeah, been chilling. Been playing some games. I finished that indie game I was playing, Blossom Tales of Sleeping King.
Oh,
That's
cool.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished that, and then I actually bought a game that was on sale on the eShop, and I'm gonna be real with you, and this is gonna sound really crazy. You guys can revoke my gamer card, but I beat it finally. So fun fact, there's so many games in the world that I haven't played everything, right? Obviously,
Sure.
right? Okay. I know a big missing gap in my library, and I know the music, I know the songs, obviously, because they're very popular. I have never played Portal 2.
That is
I never
suspicious of
played
you,
it.
Phil.
Very suspicious. So I bought it. I bought the companion pack on
eShop?
Switch on the eShop. It was $5. It comes with Portal 1. Comes with Portal 1 and the Still Alive content from the 360. It comes with Portal 2 and everything. Everything gets content complete. Runs at 60 frames on both, and beat them both. I'd beaten Portal 1. I'd beaten Portal 1 before. I can at least claim. So running it again was fun. Holy crap, does Portal 1 feel like a demo compared to Portal 2? I get it. I'm the Danny DeVito meme right now that's like, oh my god. I get it. That's me. That's me after beating Portal 2. I love that game. It is. I understand why it's a masterpiece. Yeah. I 100% get it. I kind of want to play the cooperative mode. The Switch version has local wireless and split screen, so that's kind of cool. I kind of want to play the cooperative campaign because I know it's different. It's not the same campaign.
Yeah, you're right. You play as 2 different characters.
Yeah, you play as Peabody and I forgot the other robot's name.
I think one of them's Atlas, right?
No, yes? Is it Atlas and Peabody?
It sounds like those are 2 distinctly different versus like the common trope of like giving them similar names.
Yeah, because I was like, it's definitely. I was gonna say it's definitely not any of the main characters, but I understand everything now. I understand the hype. I understand the story. I understand why people really like the lore. It was really good. I was immersed. I was so just for context, I actually also started Layton's Mystery Journey. This is a long title. Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy.
Okay.
It's a good game. I like that game so far. It's just a Layton game, so like a lot of puzzles are the actual exploration part is whatever. It's more of the puzzles are fun to do because they really test you. They really test you. Justin, get this one. This one stumped me and Katrina. We felt dumb. We felt dumb doing this puzzle. The clock starts at 3:30 p.m.
Okay.
All right. A clock starts at 3:30 p.m. How many places do you have to move the clock to get it to 12 a.m.?
Is that one of the trick questions where you're not moving it at all? You just have to wait?
Yes. See, I'm dumb.
No way, bro.
I'm dumb, and I didn't know that.
Give my cap and gown.
I was like, well, if he means every little tick on the clock, right? And then I put that answer. They're like, nope, you stupid. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I looked it up, and no, that's the answer. It's 0. You don't move it at all. Duh, time moves on its own, dummy.
Oh no, Phil. I'm gonna have to revoke your gamer card.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. I love that game still. It's still a good game. I've been told the Layton's Mystery Journey is probably the weakest one of the bunch, but it's still fun. It's still a Layton game.
I
had it sitting on my Switch shelf for so long, so I just was like, let's play it. Let's do it.
That's fair. Honestly, there's so many like games like in the library right there where I'll look at that and be like, oh, that actually looks really cool. Or like I just have never tried that out. Let's try it. Like all the Dark Souls games.
Yeah, those are still sitting on my shelf. I can start my Dark Souls journey if I want to. I have a way to play every one of them. All the updated versions. I have Demon Souls Remake on PS5. I have Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Edition, the one that fixes the game.
Nice.
Dark Souls 3 Game of the Year. I have that. Or it's not called Game of the Year. It's something else. something Flame Edition. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
Anyways,
something like that. Yeah.
And then I have Sekiro, I have Bloodborne, and I have Elden Ring with Shadow of the Erd Tree. So I could start my Souls journey if I wanted to. I just man,
it's a lot.
I don't know if I want to rage that much is the problem. Because I like hard games. I can do it. I've done it before. I play a lot of NES games. Man. I don't know. I'm nervous. It's my first time. It's my first time, I'm nervous.
Oh shoot, I just realized of all the things I forgot to go live on YouTube. So it's just kind of like it's kind of weird right now. So it's like well, I do have like the recorded version. It's just kind of weird where you can't like maybe you can add it to the pod later. And yeah, I'll just do that. But thankfully I always have like a back recording ready. So
yeah.
That's awkward.
Yeah, I just wanted to say before we go into all the topics, like Portal 2 is good. I believe I understand the hype. And so I was so crazy. I don't know if you know about the spin-off. It's a spin-off. It's a Portal spin-off, but it's another series called Bridge Constructor. There's a Bridge Constructor Portal. It was on sale with the DLC for $3.50. So I bought it. So I'm all portaled in, baby. Like I'm ready to try this out too. Yeah. I know. Apparently, on the Steam Deck, there's a game called Aperture Desk Job, and it's meant. It's kind of.
I can't remember that.
Yeah, it's kind of a tech demo to show off the features of the Steam Deck, but it takes place in the universe of Portal, so it's like they even got J.K. Simmons to come back as Cave Johnson in that game.
Huh. That's funny.
So I was like, that's cool.
Just to clarify, yeah, it is Atlas and Peabody.
It is Atlas? Okay, cool. I want to play that campaign. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of sick. Oh, and then one more thing. I got another thing on. I got 2 more things on sale. I'm sorry. Well, digitally. Because they don't have physical copies.
Oh, should we I
was gonna say we can transition into pickups right here with this.
Yeah.
I was like, I picked these up because I was just kind of looking through sales, just because I was like, you know what? I know I'm a big physical collector. Absolutely, 100%. I still stick to that. But there's obviously games that don't have a physical copy, anyways. Ever. And at this point, I don't think they're gonna get one. So, like Portal, I don't think that's ever gonna get a physical copy on Switch. So I was just like, $5. If it gets one, I'm not hurting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hurting for the double dip.
That's fair. That's fair.
Another one I picked up. The other game, I picked up was Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I've never played the Saga series. Full disclosure. And I understand from the RPG community that it's like one of the most mixed series of all time. They're either really good or they're either really bad, and there's no really in between. But I also know that there are Game Boy games that I've never played. So it's the original trilogy of Saga games on the Game Boy. In the West, they were called Final Fantasy Legend 1, 2, and 3. They're not Final Fantasy games. Let's be very clear. Like, they're just called that. It's kind of like how the first
weird
Mana game. It's like the first Mana game is called the Final Fantasy Adventures, but it's actually a Mana game. That's what that is. So I have this collection. I tried it out a little bit, and it's kind of funky. I'm not gonna lie to you. It definitely is not a normal turn-based RPG. It's very weird. I kill enemies and I don't gain XP. What am I doing wrong? What? I don't understand. So I think I'm gonna have to look up a guide to play the first game and then really understand what I'm looking at, like descriptions and whatnot. But I got some three Game Boy games to try out, and then the last thing I got on sale wasn't a game. I picked up all the DLC that I could get for Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line.
Okay.
So I have it's like an extra 70 something tracks on top of the 300 something that's already in the game. And so it's really cool. It's got like remixes. Get this one, Justin. I was looking through the list of like what I picked up because the digital deluxe upgrades on sale, and that gets you 27 songs through the series that are exclusive to it. For some reason, Xanarkin is exclusive to that pack. If you want that song for Final Fantasy X, I don't know why. But I was looking through like because most of it went to the icon that says Final Fantasy series, and I'm like, oh, so those are like the other than the games. So I was going through it, and I was like, what's collaboration agreement / Final Fantasy VII? What is that? It's 2 tracks from Smash Brothers. They just can't legally say Smash Brothers. I was like, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool. I like that. So there's that. I got those in there. And then I got music from all over Square Enix games. I got Live Alive music. I got Romancing Saga music. I got Nier Automata, Nier Replicant, Legend of Mana, Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. I'm trying to remember one more. Oh, The World Ends With You. I got a good amount of music from other games. Bravely Default 1 and 2 and Octopath Traveler. And the final DLC pack is really cool in this game. It's the biggest one, all dedicated to Final Fantasy 16. So that they kind of added 16 later on with DLC. So I was like, yeah, it sucks you can't they don't have their own story mode or anything for it, but good enough, man. I got music from it. I will say it doesn't have my favorite track in the game, which is unfortunate, but hey, whatever.
You can't win them all. But they came close.
My favorite track is that little town outside of Clive's little village you're always yeah. That really beautiful piano piece with some orchestra when you're running through the field. I love that track, dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love that track.
Some really good music over there too.
But yeah, that's what I picked up digitally. And since we're here, three quick physical pickups. 2 of them are games. Two of them are games.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 games. So I'll do the games first. I picked up on the Xbox, and this is a double. We're about to show you a double pack of fighting games. So
I thought you were gonna say double dip. I was like,
no. I got 2 fighting games to show you today because they're all fighting games, I guess.
Okay.
I got this because I saw it and I was like, yo, I don't have this. And I associate this specific fighting game series with Xbox. And I've been meaning to pick up the latest games in the series because they haven't made one in years. But Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out this year. So I was like, yo, they still kind of care on Xbox. So I picked up Dead or Alive 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Yeah, so I picked it up on Xbox One. I need 5. I need 5 last round so I can have the whole series on my Xbox One. I think I can still get the DLC for this. I know in 5 you cannot buy Mai Shiranui anymore, which is unfortunate. But there's a reason. It's because she's in here. She's in this game.
All right.
Yeah, so sure. I don't know. And then this is the actual new pickup. Everyone knows I am a fanatic for a lot of the games. This company's like games, and I love the series that they make. They're some of my favorite fighting games of all time. And I absolutely love this game. This game has been so fun to us. We were playing it just the other day, and it's really good, dude. It's really good. And that is for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm a big SNK fan, so man, dude, they did so good with this game. I will say, story-wise, it's all over the place. That ending's kind of wild. I finally saw the last boss. Kind of. I kind of saw the last boss. I beat arcade mode, and then I saw the credits, and I go, wait a minute. Where's that character? I won't spoil it here, but I'm like, where's that character? And I found out if you want to fight that boss, you have to bump up the difficulty to level 5. I was on level 3 defaulted, right? Bump up the difficulty to level 5. Win every single match in arcade mode without losing a match. So you can lose a round, but you can't lose the entire match. Get to that boss, okay? And you only have 1 shot to beat him. If you lose to him, arcade mode's over. Thank you, SNK. We're back. I just wanted to let you know.
It does sound like something very familiar to old school fighting game unlockables.
Yeah, SNK is notorious for some of the hardest bosses in fighting games, so that makes a lot of sense. But it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been enjoying it a lot more now that we found out you can swap the soundtrack. Cause like, man, so future reference for anybody who's watching or listening. If you pick up City of the Wolves, do not start a match. Go into the settings and change collaboration soundtrack to SNK soundtrack. I promise you, that's the best change you're ever gonna make.
Okay.
I promise you. The music was like not vibing with us when we were playing, and I was just like, yeah. And I sat there and I was like, you know what? I like this game. The mechanics are great, but the music, it's just not bumping, bro. Like, we need something better than this. And then we went to the jukebox to kind of mess around, and I said, wait a minute. This is where's this soundtrack? And we went through, we searched through the settings, and we all put our hands on our face. We're like, no way. It's defaulted to collaboration with like actual DJs and stuff like that. But the SNK soundtrack itself is 10 times better. 10 times better. Kevin Rain's music, his theme song is so good. So play that, please.
Gotcha.
And then my last pickup is not a game; it's more of a preparation. This was on sale for $5, and I purposely got these ones because this is the same brand I use for my Switch and my Switch OLED. But I got a Switch 2 screen protector.
Very nice.
So
very nice.
I'm getting prepared. I see a case I want. It's actually half off right now. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on today.
Oh, you haven't done yet?
No, I'm just lazy.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna probably get it today, along with Katrina's Mother's Day gift. So,
fair enough. I guess if you're accounting for like non-video game pickups, I will also show mine too. I also because you also
it is a video game pickup. It's just not
like a game, right? So I have something very similar, if not very close to the same, if not, same brand kind of thing. Where I also have some screen protectors here. The plan is that this is a 2-pack, so I best get the first one perfect, and I'll give the other one to Seppi because we're already prepping for the Switch 2 there.
This one's a 3-pack. This one's a 3-pack.
Yeah, I found out like it was kind of through like I figured out why yours was 5 and this one was like 7-ish, 8-ish. And because like this was on sale, but it wasn't like with that code that you probably applied to yours.
I did use Wario 64's code, yes.
Gotcha. Because I saw that after the fact. I was like,
shout outs to Wario 64.
Yeah. The GOAT.
The GOAT of gaming deals, bro.
So I just manually searched it through Amazon, and I did find like this pack, and I was like, okay, this actually is like, it's not the exact same pricing, but I like the fact that this is one of those that will, I'm not sure about how yours is gonna be set up. This is one of those like it will perfect fit it because it has like a whole like thing that's got set up. So I figure I wanted to like opt in for that first.
I know mine is the traditional surgery style. I gotta place it on, make sure I'm okay.
I got you.
Don't fuck it up. You know what I mean?
And there's no issues with that per se. I just figured that like, you know, if I'm gonna do something like this one, I might as well just do it right now that we have the technology for it.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair.
And then on top of that, I got my case here too. We were having a conversation about it, and I got this brand for it. I've used it before, like JSOX. Nice. They do the docks for your PC handhelds too. So I got this one. It's pretty big. It's pretty much the same size as the Satisfy's Mythic Edition grip here, except it's like the same like width like all around, like unlike this one. But otherwise, it's the exact same size of it, except it only houses just the Switch itself, not the handle or anything. So that's next on my list, carrying case for sure. Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking about carrying cases, and the way I thought about what I want in my carrying case, like so right now my carrying case, I don't have it on me. I was gonna say it carries like, because it's a little bit thicker. It's actually meant to carry a dock in it, but I don't carry a dock, and that's weird. I carry like my Joy-Con grip and some Joy-Con rails and some other stuff like that. I don't need all that. So realistically, what I want for my Switch 2 case is simple. Okay. I need it to carry my Joy-Con 2 snugly, where it's not too tight, but not loose enough where if I drop it, it's going to come off.
Yeah.
Need that. I'm sorry, my Switch 2, sorry, not my Joy-Con 2. My Switch 2 and its Joy-Con 2's attachment to it, great. a good amount of game space because I'm not going to carry a lot of Switch 2 games. I still have Switch 1 games I'm going to play on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I still want to keep going. Obviously, this is basically like an upgrade for me overall. I'm just going to transfer everything over. So I expect to be able to do that as well. I need to carry an AC adapter. I have that pre-ordered. I kind of wanted the official one because I just don't. It's so nice and new. I don't know the specifications of using anything else, right? Like I don't want to trust that burning out anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive consoles, so I don't want to screw that up. You know what I mean?
True that.
Yeah, so I got that pre-ordered. So I'll carry my AC adapter, carry some earbuds, just earbuds, and actually I kind of want to opt in on getting both the earbuds and headset, like headphones. Because I prefer using these. These have always been my preferred method of like listening to things with actual headphones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really an earbud person, but on a case by case basis where I'm just walking, like let's say, hey, we're planning to go out and get some boba and hang out. Cool. I don't have to take everything. I just grab my earbuds. They're there.
Yeah.
Good to go. They're just ready to go out of the conveniently. Some wipes, some screen wipes, and another little case of extra games that I usually carry. That's really all I like to carry on me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I try to carry light with my kind of stuff. It's really just like not really extra games, but just like whatever is like slotted into the Switch, and then just the carrying case by itself.
I just don't want to be out and about, and then we just don't. I like, hey, damn, my Switch 2 is about to die.
Oh yeah, that too.
Like that, things like that. I mean, I have my battery, I have my portable battery and stuff like that, but still, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I'm planning to also get a smaller sling style bag for myself, so I can just have that as my official Switch 2 bag. Like carry that and the big headphones and call it a day. That's what I'm working with. Like, yeah. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. Okay. I have a wish list of things that I want on Amazon. I'm looking into things, and hopefully they're good quality. We'll see. I want to make sure I have if the Switch 2 is going to be my main console for years to come right now, I'm going to make sure I treat it right. It's expensive.
This is true.
But it also means I don't have to buy all these later on.
Yeah. Because it's one of those things where you either, spend just a little bit here and there just to kind of build it up, or you just do it kind of all at once, but at the cost of like that immediate upfront cost.
The essentials is simple: a screen protector and a carrying case. You don't really need the accessories. It's really very much I need to be able to carry it without damaging the console.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I have been kind of curious about looking into like cameras that could fit the Switch 2. It's kind of difficult because it's weird. There's 1080p cameras, webcams all around us. But finding one that's like a USB-C to USB-C is kind of interesting. And I don't even know if it's going to be like, if it will even work with the hardware. We'll have to find out until like that very day.
I also have the Switch 2 camera pre-ordered. I opted to get that because yes, as I'm being told, you could use any USB-C to USB-C camera. My problem, and this could just be me being crazy, I promise. But my problem is there's a lot of features that they were showing with the camera in the Direct that I don't know if any other camera can do that. Like, how can I put this? Mario Party, right? Like, there's a whole mode in Mario Party that requires you to like move around and have motion, like, and jump around and stuff like that. Does that work with every camera? Or does the Switch 2 camera have some kind of motion tracking to it that, you know what I mean?
I want to say that kind of gets chalked up to like whatever the Switch 2 will actually do for the camera.
Okay.
I hope.
No, that makes sense too, but I just want to make sure, that's really that's why I opted in for the official Switch 2 camera.
It definitely kind of takes away from just the idea of even like thinking about it. So there's it definitely feels like the right thing to have like a proprietary piece of hardware that will just work instead of just kind of like guessing. Because now I'm going the other way of just like finding cheaper, if not like something that's a better alternative.
Yeah, because I'm like, look, the only thing I vouch for first party ever is a controller, right? Like I don't ever go out of my way to get like a scuff controller or anything like that. I'm very much comfortable with whatever Nintendo provides me first party wise. I'm not really like a stickler when it comes to that. Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, when they offer me all those together, like the controllers, that's what I use. Hands down. I'm not gonna front. So, but everything else, it doesn't necessarily need to be first party, but I don't know. The camera I just don't trust. I don't know. It's me. It's a me thing. I also want to claim I actually canceled my pre-order of Bravely Default.
Oh, you did?
I did. I decided I really don't like the game key cards. I really don't. And so let me be very clear. Let's get the hypocrisy out of the way right now. Yes, I'm picking up Street Fighter 6 Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition. I'm picking it up. Yes, that's a game key card. Understandable. I am picking it up so that one of us, because I think you and I are only picking up Mario Kart day one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the one that's picking up a third-party game day one. Well, physically a third-party game day one. And maybe some other accessories too. So I am picking up Street Fighter 6 for the sheer reason of testing and checking out game key cards and actually understanding what they are and doing everything in general with it and just having every just to have it. But I don't like game key cards. I'm going to be very clear right now. I really I really wanted Sonic Cross Shadow Generations on Switch 2. I really did. Because I was like, yo, that version has 60 frames. That version matches every other console. That's so cool. I played it on Switch and I thought it was good, but like I would like that game at its fullest potential on the console of my preferred choice. It's a game key card. Damn. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Why? That's a game key card. Damn. Like so everything I want is a game key card, and it just kind of sucks. And I don't like that practice. So I decided to pre-order Cyberpunk.
Ooh, that's crazy.
I don't. Two reasons. One, I don't have a copy of Cyberpunk in my collection.
Okay.
And I know I've talked a lot of crap about that game, but I will say, obviously, it's been fixed nowadays, and I'm willing to give it a shot. But two, it's the only version of the game that actually has Phantom Liberty on the cartridge, like physically on something. Because PlayStation and Xbox are download codes for Phantom Liberty. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. That sounds fun. And I wanted a single player game to tide me over till Donkey Kong. So, because as much as I'm going to play the hell out of Mario Kart World, I am, and I'm probably going to play a lot of Street Fighter 6. Realistically, I'm going to mostly play Mario Kart World and Street Fighter when we have friends over or we're hanging out or we're doing game chat or something. So I wanted a single player game where I can actually like enjoy and like kind of really immerse myself in something first person ish. So I'm kind of down for that. And it just so happens that it's also the number one best selling game for the Switch 2 right now on Amazon because it's a physical card.
That's fair.
It goes a long way. I think a lot of people online are picking up Cyberpunk for that mere reason. Like, and to the point where CD Projekt Red is using it as a marketing tool. They're like, hey, guess what? 64 gig cart. Everything's on it. That's a weird marketing thing to say out loud, but screw it. Like,
it's definitely like, you're not going to try to like appease like the mass audience with it, but more so like you're targeting like a very specific like group of people who want that. You know, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be very limiting on the game key cards I pick up. Okay, again, full disclosure, hypocrisy. There's gonna be some hypocritical choices here. I want to play Borderlands 4 on the Switch 2 when it comes out.
Oh, okay.
I have the rest of the Borderlands games on Switch, and they play just fine. I like them on there. And the ease of the convenience of me having it on the go lets me finish the games faster. So Borderlands 4 on Switch 2, cool. I 100% guarantee that's not going to be on a cartridge. That's going to be an absolute game key card for sure. Yeah, that's just the business practice for Gearbox. And yeah, I probably will pick that one up. Full disclosure. But my game key card pickups are going to be very, very like choice based. Because like Justin, do you think Final Fantasy VII remake on Switch 2 has a game key card? Because I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Quite positively. If there's anything to look at, you can look at Bravely Default. Kind of two different teams, but it's all Square Enix. And I just have a feeling
dude.
it's also because of the fact that like it's also including like PlayStation 5 content with Integrate. Well, also now PC content.
Yeah.
So
but like I kind of wish it was on the cart because it would be the only version to have Integrate on the cartridge. Because even Integrate's a DLC code for PS5.
I think that would be a smart choice, but like obviously Square would have to like cough up a little bit extra money for those like 64 gig cartridges. So
oh yeah, and Square doesn't like coughing up money, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna be real with everybody. What's a game that comes out this year? No Sleep for Konamidate. The Somnium Files.
Oh yeah.
I'm just picking up the Switch 1 version. I'm not getting on Switch 2 because the Switch 1 version is actually on the cartridge. And I think there's another game that's doing that too.
I think you mentioned it before.
Yeah, there's another game doing it too this year.
Was this only from Sega? I think so.
It is. Rido. It's Rido.
Yeah,
Rido, Rido Remastered. I'm picking that up on Switch 1 because I can't stand the idea that one in particular makes me upset because I really wanted that game on Switch 2. So I'm like, nah, that ain't me, fam. I'm just not gonna support it here and there for sure.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, maybe not. Okay, I'll encourage it. I'll encourage people to really like vote for your money. And I know that for me, I've always been one. Go ahead, Phil.
Sorry, I just want to make sure someone's not pulling up right now.
Oh, okay.
We're good. Well, that's because the dogs are freaking out. It's an Amazon package. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. All right, this is really just old man yelling at the cloud right now. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, I get that the future is going to be digital only. I understand that. I'm just trying to prevent it as long as possible. Just sucks. You know what I mean? Especially because like we're already paying so much money for games. I kind of want the game on a cart. Like, if I'm gonna pay that much money, I at least want the cartridge. But the cartridge feels useless if it's a game key card. Again, there's pros and cons. I like that it's still a physical card. I like that you could trade it, sell it, whatever you got to do with it. I can let Justin borrow it when I'm done and he can play a game. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff is cool. I just don't like that it's not on the cartridge. That sucks. Because it's kind of useless in the future when the eShop goes down, and then you're like, well,
not to mention, it also takes up space, regardless.
A lot of space. Like at least if I plug in Cyberpunk, it's not going to install.
Yeah, like it's pretty much ready to go on. Like, and there's going to be updates, sure, but at the very least, a lot of the data that would be just to load the game is like offset by it being in the cartridge already.
Yeah. So if everything goes according to plan, Justin, day one, physical cart wise, I should have Mario Kart World, Cyberpunk 2077, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch 2 Edition, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition.
Ooh.
If I might cancel some of those. I kind of really only need one of the Zeldas for the purpose of testing. A Switch 2 Edition game. Because I eventually will get them for the collection. I know that I'm gonna God, this is the generation I was dreading for Switch 1 collecting. I'm gonna have to double dip for Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends.
Wait,
because
why is that?
I don't later this year, but whenever they get the copies out, there's going to be a Switch 1 physical copy and there's going to be a Switch 2 edition physical copy for each of those. So I'm like, well, here it is. This is it. I'm a double dip. One $70, the other one's $60. So,
okay,
tight. I hate it. I look at it this way. I look at it. It's the same thing that PlayStation's doing with like The Last of Us Part 1, Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
Sure.
That's kind of how I look at it. Like, yeah, I already own it on PS4, but the remastered version is technically nicer. It is a little more feature rich, technically. So Sure, why not?
I mean, those two shouldn't be anything limiting as far as like getting for Switch 2 edition, and everything should be on the card and everything like that. Would there be a reason to double dip?
No, but
Okay.
but for collecting purposes, yeah.
Oh, you really want to get like Switch 1 first party.
Look, I've committed to this day, as of right now, up until Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, I have every single physical Nintendo Switch first party Nintendo game in my collection. Right? I've already committed so damn hard to this. I'm not gonna stop. Obviously,
No.
Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends, Rhythm Heaven, Groove, and Tomodachi Life: Living the Dream. Those are Switch 1 games.
Those are Switch 1 games.
So I will pick those up on Switch 1.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously I would like to pick up every physical Nintendo first party game on Switch 2. That just means I'm getting the Switch 2 editions of games, because technically those are on a cartridge with the upgrade packs. So yes, Mario Party Jamboree, Kirby in the Forgotten World, or Kirby in the Forgotten Land
plus Star-Crossed World.
Yeah. Although I'll be a little real with you, I'm a little more excited to pick up Kirby in the Forgotten Land again, because that version at least is going to give me a full game to play through.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel that.
I'm a little upset that I'm paying for the Zelda ones, because honestly, those are just texture upgrades and
yeah, that's
frame rate upgrades.
That's
kind of it.
Yeah.
Mario Party Jamboree has some new mini games and stuff, but there are no new boards. They're not. They have yet to confirm if they're integrating those like mouse control mini games into the boards. Because they do that, then you know what? Fair play. I think that's a pretty cool upgrade. Because then we get new types of mini games to play on.
Mm-hmm. You just have to filter it out too if you need to.
Exactly. So that's that. Fine. By all means, that's cool. And also the camera functions are funny.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then Kirby is basically giving me a full game, a brand new game, because they're gonna. It's a new level for every level. It's kind of like Luigi U to Mario U. It's a whole every space that there was a level, there's gonna be a new level. Remix. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I can do that. But yeah,
I get you. I mean that's definitely rough. I pray for you.
I hate myself, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm actually going to do everything day one.
Definitely,
like I said, this is the plan. This is the dream. I want these games day one. It's just a lot of money, man. I just haven't pre-ordered as an in case,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And June is Father's Day, so.
So, I mean,
I'm actually a father for the first year, so this will be fun.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're right. Well, wish the best for you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, at least Nintendo's treating those like sparingly, like they're treating them like other first party releases, so they're like sparingly releasing those. Like in July we're getting Mario Party Jamboree, in August we're getting Kirby. So I'm assuming whenever Metroid comes out, they're treating that as a month where, because what's left? September, October, November, December, right? 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
After that, somewhere in there, they have to release Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends EA, Dragon Drive, Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Warriors. August only has Kirby, so I'm assuming Dragon Drive is August, right? And so the other games, you can kind of just intersplice them throughout the months. I think November. Yeah, I think November is definitely like good month for Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think September might be a good month for Metroid. I think October is a good month for Kirby Air Riders. And then December, probably Hyrule Warriors. Lead into 2026, where Nintendo's lineup is already still Rhythm Heaven Groove, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, and the Dust Bloods. I think that's a pretty solid schedule. I'm just going to say it.
It's
pretty good schedule.
It's pretty good.
So, should be all right. And then that rumored Kirby Planet Robobot, see if that still happens, or
we'll see.
Yoshi's Woolly World that was kind of accidentally shown in the direct.
That's true.
Who knows? We'll see.
I remember that they showed that bit of Yoshi is part of a demonstration for like the game cartridges loading faster, I think.
Yeah, that's Crafted World though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that could be a big mistake on their end. But
Hmm.
that picture that they showed where it has Yoshi's little feet on it, that icon is Woolly World. That's not
Okay.
Crafted World. And it's
Mhm.
weird because Woolly World is not on the Switch. So if there is a port of that game coming, cool. That game is really good. And it is officially one of the last Wii U ports ever. Like but yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, good cool lineup. You know
But
what's
yeah,
not
well,
a cool lineup?
what about Zombie U, Phil? What about
Okay, well, this is still part of the good transition because I was gonna say
Okay.
that's not a good lineup, but what is also not a good lineup is Xbox this year, huh?
Well, that's kind of tough because I actually am looking at like what they got as far as like this year's like releases, and I actually really like what I'm seeing. I just don't like what we got going on this past week.
I can confirm to you that the prices went up yesterday.
Oh God! I mean, they also said it
I
too.
I had to sell. This dude walked in and was like, "Hey, you got a
You got
Xbox Series X?" I was like,
X,
"Yes, $599.99." And he was like,
brother.
"What?" Yeah. And then I had another dude come in and going, "I gotta buy a PS5." And I'm like, "Cool, what happened? You broke it or something?" He goes, "No, I'm just buying it now before they bump up the price." And that is the economy we live in right now.
I mean, yeah, that is very very tough. So, as I'm just gonna go ahead and like put this down here,
Yeah, you might just bring it up.
might as well bring this up, right? So we got price updates for Xbox's side of things. We're talking about both the hardware, well, all hardware, and also like quite a bit of the software going forward. I have a little screenshot right here as far as like what exactly are we looking at as far as pricing. You already said that the Xbox Series X 600, that's $100 increase from $500 when it initially came out.
Jesus Christ.
I'm hurt with the Series S. I think Series S was like very like competitive for like its pricing. Even the 500 gigabyte model was previously 300. Now it's 380. So yikes. The terabyte model for that one is going up from 350 to now 430.
Jesus Christ.
The Digital X is from 450 to 550. And this one, brother, the 2 terabyte Series X from 600 to 730.
The PS5 Pro, the Pro model, is cheaper than a normal standard Series X. You could tell me it's got 2 terabytes and it's got the pretty cosmic colors. Brother, the Pro model. I need to be very clear. The Pro model, the one that is supposed to blur the lines between performance and quality mode, that one, the one they charge $700 for that everybody's up in a riot about, that is cheaper than getting a normal 4K Xbox Series X. But I know what you're saying. Wow, that's crazy. The Sony fanboys won, right? No, brother. Wait, I can't wait.
Just wait.
I cannot
Just wait.
wait till like next week or something when they're like, by the way,
Australia's already hurting right now.
Because Justin, you tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, Justin, what happened?
What happened?
I thought it was just Nintendo. I thought, wow,
I thought so too.
Those crazy developers on Nintendo, man, I can't believe they're charging an arm and a leg for their stuff.
It's crazy, isn't it? What happened? Nah, we're not talking about just the Nintendo. We're talking about like everything. Everything at large is impacted by tariffs and whatnot.
Y'all thought I had to explain this to Katrina, and then you want to know where she got it? Like she finally understood this is when I started saying it wasn't even about games anymore. They're estimating the next iPhone to be $1,300, dude. Get the hell out of here.
Ooh, sheesh.
Get the hell out of here. Laptops, PC parts, all of this stuff is going to go up in price. But y'all can sit here and it's okay and be like, oh no, well, that Nintendo shot the gun first. Sure. let's be very clear. Nintendo did shoot the gun first.
They had to.
All right. They had to shoot the gun first. They're releasing a new console.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you that the three companies talk to each other. There's no reason. They probably already knew that this was going to be a thing. Shooting that number. It was just a matter of time. Because Xbox is also increasing the game prices, their first party game prices, to $80 starting in the holidays. That's very vague. Let me tell you what that means. That means Call of Duty is $80 when it comes out this year.
Mm-hmm.
That means Ninja Gaiden 4 is $80 when that comes out this year.
Oh, brother. Oh,
all
no.
right. That's what they're trying to tell you. That means Fable is going to be $80 next year.
Oh no.
I don't know if you knew Gears of War E-Day is going to be $80 when that comes out.
No.
Right? Like, I don't think you understand that. That's a very vague statement.
I'm reloading.
Realistically, it means because the latest game they have announced first party is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. That's a $50 game. Okay. But like they're saying after that, basically every first party game from them is $80.
Ooh.
And that's not even them claiming a variable pricing. That's just them saying flat out $80.
You're right.
Nintendo at the very least said variable pricing.
Which, I mean, it could be 80 and above, but we can also assume like below that too.
Look, okay. Well, I don't like Nintendo's statement either. If they're saying variable, right, and the highest is 80, what's the lowest? Because there's no way.
It's 65.
Well, Donkey Kong 70, and look at the Switch 2 game prices right now. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. Like, welcome towards the $10 game. Fast Fusion's only charging $15.
Oh yeah, you're right.
For this hobby, Deltarune's charging $25. A lot of the Sega games are $50. Puyo Puyo's $40. Freaking Cyberpunk $70. Donkey Kong $70. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby, and Mario Party Jamboree, those Switch 2 editions, $80. Mario Kart $80. Like we are all over the goddamn place, dude. It's crazy. And unfortunately, I think that's just gonna be everybody. All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked that PlayStation isn't gonna jump the gun next week either. They're probably gonna do it. Because out of all the companies, Sony's definitely the one that likes money.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is no one's a winner here. I don't care if you're a fanboy of any of the three, no one's a winner. This is unfortunately what we live in now. The economy sucks. This trade war is ridiculous. And on top of all that, this is just like a mess, man. We are becoming, I thought we were supposed to have things go cheaper as the lifespan goes on. At the very, again, Nintendo's launching a new console.
Yeah, so I mean,
Series X is going to be freaking 5 years this year. I thought things were supposed to go down. I can't wait for Black Friday sales when they're like, yeah, $500.
No, we'll give you a sale. You know, we'll give you the brand new Xbox first party for $60 sale.
The controllers and their accessories are going up too, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if there's like too many fluctuations here. I only go based off this poster right here, which actually shows the differences. The core wireless controller, so I think that's just typically the black and white variants. That's $65. The colored version, so what you have like the yellow or green or blue, those are $70.
Jesus Christ.
The special editions, I had to kind of figure this one out. So I think it's like the different like variations of like that controller that isn't they're not branded.
The camos,
yeah,
they're the camos. They're the Cypher collections. So like the Cypher blue, the Cypher smoky one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So those are $80. The limited edition, so like the Doom the Dark Ages like type of limited edition, that's $90.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot for that one right now, Justin. That came in May 1st for that normal $80 price.
For that reason.
No. That was before they bumped it yesterday.
Oh really? Oh shit.
I could have got it for the normal $80 limited edition price. And I was like, it looks super cool. I can't afford it. Now I really can't.
Now you really can't. Oh god, but we're not even done yet. We have the Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, so that's kind of like their main brand of like the Elite controllers, Pro controllers. The Core, without all the additional like replaceable buttons and whatnot, not even a case. Oh, I don't think so. Is
not a case.
Gotcha. That's $150 from it's $140. That's not the craziest like increase, and you typically see them on sale, so we might see fluctuations depending on like when you're looking at it. And the same thing with the full version of the Elite Series 2. That's just a full $200 now.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that matches a DualSense Edge, so there's that.
Yeah, but I guess
if Sony can get away with that, I guess technically they could too.
Mm-hmm. But then maybe not next week, Sony. Maybe not next week.
Yeah, maybe not next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens when Sony. Because here's the thing: if I was in PlayStation's position right now, I would take the hit for the cost.
Gonna make me act.
I would take the hit. I would take the hit for the cost, right?
Okay.
They're already bumping all the accessories up in other countries and whatnot.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So I would take the hit for the console cost, and I would market that and be like, yeah, we're the point of entry for gaming.
It's a high point of entry, but we are now the point of entry.
Yeah, we are now one of the cheapest ways to get into gaming.
And, let me finish up the last bit here. Stereo headset, that is $65, and we have a wireless headset, which is $120.
Jesus Christ. Because holy crap, dude, $600 for a Series X, and Xbox wants you to play their games on anything else is crazy.
I'm thinking back of the flashback of Anaya like looking at the lineup of Xbox consoles. He was like, what should I get? And now I'm looking at it now. I couldn't even recommend.
I'm gonna just tell them, I'm gonna tell them, wait, South of Midnight will come out on PlayStation. You'll be fine. At this point, it'll just wait.
Honestly, I'd probably tell them like just try out Game Pass Ultimate. Maybe just try on your phone or something like that, or like your browser.
you have a PC. Try out Game Pass for PC or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't. Yeah, it's expensive, dude. Like, okay, look. Technically speaking, it's still a cheap way to get into gaming. Is if you just get a Series X for $600, pay for Game Pass. There you go. You got then that's it. You know what I mean? You live on Game Pass. There you go. You're still a cheap way to get into gaming. It's just, brother, Xbox doesn't have those kind of IP. In my opinion, Xbox doesn't have those kind of IPs to be charging $80 a copy. And hardware-wise, you can blame tariffs. Sure.
Yeah.
We can do that all you want. But riddle me this, Justin. If tariffs is the real blame, why did they upcharge every other country as well as US? This is not just a US thing. They charged upping the prices in Japan, Europe, all over the place. It's really realistically, it's there's a lot of factors in that, but most importantly, everything's getting more expensive. That's just what it is. And we're being priced out of our favorite hobby. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset.
For sure.
I know. What this tells me is that when the next generation of consoles are ready to go, I don't know if I can afford a PS6 or a new Xbox, dog. I'm going to be real with you.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I can afford those. We could say, Nintendo is expensive, bro. $450 for that console is expensive. Then why is it sold out? Why is it in Japan? Retailers have to only allow people who have a credit card with them to get pre-orders for a Switch 2. Again, that's kind of comparing apples to oranges because in Japan, Nintendo is dominating that market no matter what. But, dude, what a time.
And you know what? Nintendo's like kind of like eating the price like right now. But post this like hold on tariffs, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Nintendo is going to eat the price for the consoles for sure. But, and this is the big but, they make their money with games, so software and accessories. That's why those are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make that money back, no problem. All right, they're gonna sell those Switch 2s and they're gonna sell a bunch of Mario Karts, and that's gonna just make profit. They don't even care. Besides, Nintendo's also an entertainment company, right? They now have
all the that's true. And maybe necessarily they don't necessarily feed like into like one whole thing. Moreover, like they'll work on like their individual like projects here and there, just like relative to like where they're getting the profits from. But yeah, they can pull that in if they want to.
I mean, all three of the big companies have other revenue.
Yeah,
all right? Like Microsoft is Microsoft.
They're
the biggest company in the world. All right, they got money. I'm talking like billionaires. All right, so they don't even need Xbox to make that kind of money they're making right now. Right, they basically have a stranglehold on the PC market. There's that. Sony has all of their TVs and brands and headphones and everything that they sell that isn't PlayStation. All right, Sony's doing just fine too. So it's expensive. Everything's just expensive, man. That's just the economy we live in.
Yeah,
we're being priced out of a lot of our favorite hobbies.
I just hope that people, I mean, I guess people can look at this and they'll start looking at other things aside from like the big first party. Like I know Naya's like a big advocate for like indie games, and they're a lot cheaper. And you know, one game that recently came out, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, that's $50. They eat that price, and you know it's on Game Pass. It's also, you know, well, yeah, and it's on everything except for Switch too.
Yeah. But I will say, even though that game is on Game Pass, the majority of players on PlayStation 5.
Really?
Yeah. The majority of people who are playing that game and retaining to play that game is on PlayStation 5.
That's good that they
Clear Obscure's Expedition 33 is the highest rated game this year so far.
Sheesh.
It beat Split Fiction by 1.
Whoa, crazy.
So we're about to get into another quick topic as well about a certain game that's not going to be on the list this year, but realistically, it's going to be Claire Expedition is the game that's setting an example. So right to the point where the president of France apparently is giving them a recognition. Yeah, he said they're just so excited that a fully French developed game is getting such high praise around the world, and they thank the developers for that.
Crazy.
Because I mean, other countries, like, these kind of things are big for them, you know what I mean? Like, that's revenue to that state. That's revenue to that country. That helps their economy. That means like other people in France can go, well, if they can make it big, so can we. Because Ubisoft is a French company, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm sure some people, Ubisoft's main headquarters is France. It's in Montpellier, France, I think. So, or Montpellier, yeah, France. I'm right, France. So like Ubisoft used to be the only big French studio in the world. So take that as you will. Like it's interesting because you would never see our presidents ever be like, yeah, good job, Xbox.
Good job, Xbox.
Yeah, good job on Fable, even though Fable's being developed in Britain. What do I know? Like, oh, sorry. Let me get a better example. Good job, Call of Duty. Yeah, no, that's not happening. So, but I also think the $80 price tag thing, yeah, it feels like we were always headed towards that. It just, Nintendo has the unfortunate timing of jumping. They're the ones that pull the trigger. So yes, if you want to blame game prices, sure, we can shoot Nintendo right now. All right. We can definitely do that. But man, it's really going to be tough to pick out a game for $80 now and be like, man, is it worth that?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to ask that.
That just means I expect quality. That just means I expect freaking Ninja Gaiden 4 to be the best action game I've ever seen in my life. I expect freaking Gears of War EA to be the best Gears game ever. I expect Fable to be one of the best RPGs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're gonna charge $80, they better be on top of it. So,
and maybe they
that's all I
are,
gotta say.
but
There's
it's
a lot.
yeah, and maybe it is, but you're still eating up eating up $80 for that.
Like, I'm not a political person, so this is wild.
Yeah, same.
Just sucks. Yeah, it just sucks. We're getting a lot of people already can't afford to play games and they love doing it, and it's just Nintendo has become again the most viable option, one of the most viable options. They're coming down. They look 450 looks way better now.
Done. Yeah, it does.
Because if PlayStation goes up to 600, oh god, would that mean the Pro's 800? Oh,
I mean,
disgusting.
we're not too far off. See, four digits for a console one day.
Well, we're also not going to be far off for the next game.
Unless you want to count something else.
Mm-hmm. I think the next game is also going to be a price shock or sticker shock for everybody too.
Oh yes. Let's talk about that.
That has to be something that we're not worried about this year because okay, Rockstar lied to everybody. That's cool. I'm just shocked. Here's the thing. Am I shocked that Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed? No. Like no, they showed us one trailer and that's all they've shown us.
That's true.
And then what I'm baffled is that they told stockholders, "Oh no, we promise fall 2025."
We promise, they said, huh?
Promised. They even sent emails to GameStops being like, "Yep, fall 2025. That's the confirmed release window. We're not changing it." Now we got to wait more than a year because it's not even May 26th yet. So May 26, 2026 is the official new release date for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Ooh. That's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. How do you feel about that, Phil?
Look, I'm not like the biggest Grand Theft Auto fan in the world. I love those games, but I only play the campaigns. I don't really care about GTA Online. So for me, that game is going to be more, I'm going to enjoy the story because I think Grand Theft Auto has some of the most well-written stories in gaming history. 3 and up, obviously. And I really like those games a lot. I'm a big like mafia movie fan, like gang member, like gang fan, like gang movie fan, like stuff like that, like Blood Brothers and Godfather and Goodfellas. Like I really like those styles of things. And Grand Theft Auto is just like a modern version of those, so it's really cool. But I will say, I'm not like the hypest person in the world. I'm gonna pick it up. It's a basically a national event when a new Grand Theft Auto comes out. If anything, what I'm feeling is, hey, there's some cool games this year, and now no one has to be afraid of releasing them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you know damn well that they were not going to. Anybody who was going up against Grand Theft Auto
this year,
sales wise or accolades wise, you ain't getting jack shit. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Grand Theft Auto is going to be one of the most highly rated games of all time, and I can already see it coming. Now, there's a couple of things that can go into consideration, right? Rockstar makes good games, period, right? I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was a shoo-in for Game of the Year, but it lost to God of War. So, I don't know. Maybe people's tastes change. Maybe they're going to do something new where people are not going to like it. There's a couple of things that people have been theorizing why it got delayed. I think the PC release is a good theory. That game was confirmed for only consoles, PlayStation 5 and Series X.
Yeah.
This is traditional Grand Theft Auto things. They release PC version later. They really concentrate on the console. But I think with how expensive this game is, I think with how much money is going into this game, I think that's why they delayed. They need to have every version ready to go to make revenue back. Because there
Damn.
could possibly be a Switch 2 version as well.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And that's probably why they were like, damn, well, we gotta wait. We gotta make sure it works on everything. So it'll be something. It'll be something for sure. I just don't know. My concern is when I said sticker shock. I think that game is gonna sell. I think that game is gonna sell for $100. I'm not even kidding you. I think that theory is going to be 100% correct. With how much money is going into that game is rumored to be the most expensive game ever made.
Oh, jeez.
We're talking multi-million, almost $1 billion into that game, dude. More than a movie. More than a movie, dude. Movies takes millions and millions of dollars to make. And they expect to make that money back by sales and stuff. So they're gonna that game is gonna sell at $100. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure that's a real that's what I'm thinking at this point. We live in that time frame where I think Grand Theft Auto 6 really is gonna be $100.
I hadn't even considered how they're covering for the cost. I honestly thought that $80 would be exactly where they would try to put it, but if they have the freedom just to charge it however they please, regardless of there being some kind of special or deluxe edition, base price $100. I couldn't imagine it, but maybe next year we'll see something else across the board.
It's kind of the same mentality as Nintendo, right? Because Nintendo's reasoning, quote unquote, for charging Mario Kart World's $80 price tag is replayability, content, most people who buy a Nintendo console and they buy Mario Kart, they don't get rid of Mario Kart. Mario Kart is basically in their collection forever at that point. And I mean, we can attest to this. You, me, Anaya, Sephi, everybody who has played Mario Kart together, we can attest how many hours we have spent playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe before the DLC, before it was on Switch, even on Wii U. All right. We can attest to how long we've been playing that game. Thousands of hours at this point. So to them, they're like, well, why would, if we're going to sell one copy and they're going to keep it forever, they'll justify the price like that. I think that's what Grand Theft Auto wants to do too, because GTA Online. Think of it this way. We had 3 GTAs. I saw this meme earlier. It was funny as hell. There's 3 GTAs on PS2. We've had 1 GTA on 3 different PlayStations. All right. We've had the same GTA since PS3, PS4, PS5.
Yep.
Disgusting. Why is that though? Because GTA Online is the money maker. It's the revenue.
What sells.
It's what sells. Not for me. I don't care about that mode. But I understand that is
audience.
the mode.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
So they're thinking $100, sell it, and it'll make the money back, no problem. Because even if they don't sell that many copies, people who play GTA Online will buy the bucks, will buy everything to go in and get the most.
100%.
Yep. So,
welcome to modern gaming.
Modern gaming is disgusting, dude. Everything sucks, man. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I hate every company right now.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. Here comes the money. No, it's every company, bro. Every company is guilty of this, bro. I don't even care. Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, you're all greedy. And I get it. You're a company. It's business.
It's just business as usual, yeah.
My wife has a business degree. I understand the idea of business. It's dumb. It's just dumb. And it's dumb because it's my hobby. And it's my money that I want to spend it on. And it's too expensive. You're going to price me out. I'm basically going to have to go and be at this point, we have to be selective. We have to be very selective about the things we buy, the consoles we buy. The next generation of consoles, I don't know if I am going to get a PlayStation or an Xbox. If Switch 2 still provides me this many games up until when they release, why should I care? I have too much time and I have way too much time playing games and backlogs on my Switch at this point. Why do I even care about getting a PS6 or a PS?
Yeah.
Or a new Xbox?
It has to be the software.
It has to be the software. I know why, because I'm gonna want to play a new Last of Us. I'm gonna want to play a new Uncharted. I'm gonna want to play new games and series that I love.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's really ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I don't know what's going to happen in the near future for that, but right now we can just focus on like the Switch 2 and what we currently have existing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever subscription plans we could take advantage of, Game Pass in this case.
NSO, get those
NSOs.
retro games.
Oh, true that. Yeah.
I mean, those 3 GameCube games launched there are better than most games. Period. So I get it.
Mm-hmm. They know. They know.
I promise you, Soul Calibur 2 is better than most games you play right now. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
It's that good.
But as we wrap up on that little topic, I want to add a couple of small things. Although they're kind of pretty big on the Nintendo side, so we're kind of like shifting over to Nintendo's corner over here, more so. Let's talk about the update.
Us as primary Nintendo talkers? No way.
I know, it's crazy. It's welcome to modern gaming.
Well, damn, dude. If PlayStation and Xbox is gonna charge me that much, I might as well be an exclusive Nintendo gamer. God damn. I thought Nintendo was expensive.
No, I feel like I feel like they've always been like in that race of being like, you know, the most affordable, especially at like the 3.
Sure.
Unless you're like you play PC, then I get it.
I mean, yeah, look, the whole contradictory to all this is basically if you're a PC player, none of this applies to you. Obviously, you have Steam. You have Steam sales, you have GOG, you have a bunch of stuff that gives you, dog, Humble Bundle right now, $28. You can get basically the entire Doom series and the entire Wolfenstein series.
Yeah.
Right now.
As far as like gaming software, you're good. But the moment you want to get something as far as new hardware, I pray for you.
Yeah.
That's where it hurts.
That's basically where they make up the money. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so the next couple things that we got going on right now that we want to talk about. We're talking about the new update for Switch being like the virtual game cards. We're also going to talk briefly about like Nintendo Music. They're still adding stuff here and there. So yeah, as yes, Phil, whenever you want to go. But
yeah, okay, really quick, I guess I got new pickups.
I'm
being handed these pickups. They're all vinyls.
Oh, really? Oh, funny.
Yeah, I'll just do it real quick. Let's see. A Barbershop Sing with Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This looks kind of sick. Are these like covers?
I don't know. I didn't even look.
No way. It's got that one song, the Hello My Baby, Hello My Darling.
Oh, okay. So 115 new pickups, I suppose.
Random new pickup. Cause I'm a survivor. Does it have that song?
No.
Neither of the two that were there.
Reba McEntire vinyl. All right, kind of. All right, cool. All right. Ooh, okay. No, hold on. This isn't that trolly. This is a country album, technically. But it's actually like, it's the original. Is this really the Gambler album?
I don't know.
Oh, yo, yeah. It's Kenny Rogers in The Gambler. You got to know when to go. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. You left the best one for last, I'm assuming.
It's the pièce de résistance.
The piece of resistance, according to my wife. Yes. I'm not showing that.
Now I'm curious.
I'm not showing that.
Okay.
No.
Maybe off stream.
Off stream. Off stream for sure. That's bad. That's bad even for you guys.
Hold on. That was
okay.
Honey pie.
This is for the baby?
This is for the baby.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, Disney outfit.
I like this pickup session. Look at this.
Yeah. I got baby. You got the baby stuff. Yeah, I got some
the baby.
Honey jar. You got a little baby onesie. Oh, it's a little baseball onesie. Okay. This for me.
It's just a bigger onesie.
No, it's a Pokemon dress shirt.
Oh,
It's Pikachu.
okay.
Large fit David, so they got you a large.
That works. Yo, I love these. I wear these all the time. I'm wearing one right now. This is Kirby. But
Oh shoot. Okay.
this is cool. Thank you. At least
That's
it's
very
game
nice.
related. That makes sense. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Last minute things. Oh, Mario Kart 7 soundtrack. That's kind of cool.
Yes. So, don't mind me. I'm
Sorry.
Just gonna, yeah, no. I'm just like jotting it down. Okay. Yeah, dude. I wanted to say real quickly with Mario Kart 7. It's weird because like I really like Mario Kart 7. I should like Mario Kart like DS, but I could not get with like the drifting on that. I cannot for the life of me like get that.
Staking, bro? What you mean?
I just can't. Like I can't even get the sparks to go. It's like I have to like go back and forth,
bro.
and like it completely like destroys.
I hold Mario Kart DS in high regard, but Mario Kart 7, it's a little lower on the list for me. Like I like that game.
Mhm.
It's I very much enjoy it. It was my like game of the year for my 3DS. Well, Mario 3D Land was that year too. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say like I very much I remember saving up a lot of money because I bought the 3DS that year with my birthday money. And remember the 3DS launch didn't have that many games. I bought like Street Fighter, Ridge Racer, and Bust a Move. What a lineup. But later on in the year, I got Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. That was cool. I got Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Oh yeah.
And then the next game on the list that was coming out that I wanted, and because I put away I didn't get Star Fox 64 3D for this. I got Mario Kart 7 because I was like, yo, Mario Kart and Super Mario 3D Land are the same year, or coming out later the year. I got to pick those up. Those are must-haves for me. And dude, we played the ever-living hell out of Mario Kart 7. It's so good. The worst game in the series to 100%. It's the worst game in the series. It's absolutely the worst game in the series, 100%. That 9,999 coin count just to get the golden cart sucks. I still don't have. I don't think I still have it to this day. Where the hell is that game? Hold on. It's right here. Yeah. I don't have the fucking golden car. I hate it.
That's
Disgusting.
fair. That's fair. I would typically like to use it just playing online. It was just a fun time, and that's how I would accrue the coins that way. Also, just trying to like get all the trophies. That was always like kind of a challenge for me. But I learned how to play like Mario Kart like a little bit more in quote unquote competitively because of like 7.
But the soundtrack's banging, so that's kind of cool that they added it.
Yeah, true. That's
the soundtrack's kind of cool. I will say it's a little weird listening to Mario Kart 7 soundtrack coming off of 8 because 8's like actually fully orchestrated with real instruments, and then you just go to MIDI.
Yeah,
but it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah,
it's still really, really good.
My favorite was like seeing like the change from like how they did the prawn plant pipe stage.
Oh yeah,
and how they've done it with Mario Kart 8. I'm like, oh my god, they really like. I can hear like the underground theme a little bit more clearly.
Yep. But yeah, they added that to Nintendo Music. That was cool.
Yes. And then there's one last thing for Nintendo for this week, and that's the whole update with the virtual game cards.
That's right. I have it actually up in front of me. Yeah, the update 20.0, is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So it came with so now your downloaded games are considered cards? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's virtual game cards.
Everything's actually a virtual game card.
Yeah, basically this is the update to match it to Switch 2. Because he's got game share.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you can't use it because Switch 2 has to be the one that initiates it. So, okay, cool. I guess.
eShop's
red.
eShop's red. Which
sure.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
They changed Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, the default character avatars, some of them like have changed more than others.
But changed Donkey Kong
quite a bit.
They made him the Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. Look at disgusting. well, disgusting because all they're doing is updating this render. He looks better in the actual new game, but damn,
you have to start to get used to it for sure.
I can't get used to it, dog. I'm so used to Rare's design.
Yeah.
But they updated Donkey Kong. And then the virtual game key cards. I've tried it. It has to work with a family account. So I used Katrina's Switch.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I sent over Fatal Fury 2. I was like, screw it, it's download. Let's see what happens. And yeah, you literally just transfer it virtually to the car to hers, and she can borrow it for 2 weeks. That's it was kind of cool. And then I tested pulling it from her, and you just have to be online. I can just pull the game from her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
So it's
like
if you
the presentation for it. I think that you know, it looks cool in practice as far as like the visual effects on it. You do need to download the game once it gets transferred over for that recipient. And it's pretty much the same way as how you would typically go to the eShop and you would like redeem or re-download the game if you just removed it from like your piece of hardware. So
I will say there's 2 things about that though. I didn't know when they didn't talk about this until day of. One, DLC is considered a game card. So you can example, if for some reason I don't know, we're on my family plan and you just don't have Splatoon 2's DLC Octo expansion,
for some reason
I can literally let you borrow the DLC for 2 weeks to play it. And you can that's weird but cool, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
I think
they consider it a card. Yeah,
you know, I know that the Octo expansion is actually part of like the Switch like family plan, or if anything, the expansion
fine. Side order.
I was thinking Breath of Wild's DLC because that's not actually included on Switch 2, for example.
Yeah.
So if you have like the Switch 2 edition, then you're like, oh, I'm missing the DLC. Then like someone who has it can pass that on to you.
Yeah. So you can load it onto. I'm looking at it right now in front of me. You can load it onto another system as long as you attach one. You can lend to a family group member, and technically, it's like lending them a cart. Yes, you said earlier you have to download the game, but what's cool is they can keep the game downloaded. And let's say you want to let them borrow it again, they don't have to download it again. It's just there.
Although I wonder with Breath of the Wild, since like a lot of that's integrated into like what you would normally play outside the DLC content, I wonder how they would keep that. But you know, that is an interesting question for probably a different time. But yeah.
But it's a cool update. I will say, yeah, I did ruin a lot of. I've been hearing complaints that the old way of game sharing doesn't work anymore because of the way they kind of killed game sharing technically. Because it used to be like if with 2 Switches, I had to make the other one the primary one.
Yeah,
like I'll make Katrina's the primary one,
and your official account is stuck with yours. Yeah.
My account is stuck with mine because mine just has to check online if I own it or not. Now, this game key card has to be in there theoretically, so it doesn't let them do like play simultaneously anymore. Which, yeah, that does suck for the people who used it, but like I don't know, I never use it, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I didn't use it myself either, but yeah, that is kind of rough. I heard that people do that with Animal Crossing, but I'm not sure even how that works exactly since it's all locked to one account. But I don't know. That is still rough.
But I think that's it, dude. We got everything.
I think that is everything. So I mean, we're just a month away from Switch 2. I kind of don't even remember.
In 2 days, we're officially 1 month away.
Okay. Yeah. I can't remember from the top of my head what's happening this month in May. But we'll just see.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2. That's the only thing I got.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you know, Doom. I'm kind of curious as like how Doom the Dark Ages.
I forgot about Doom. Yeah, I forgot about Doom.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I almost forgot about one of my favorite series of all time. How dare I?
Yeah. But that's
pretty much.
I think that's pretty much everything. So, all right, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's been episode 543. My name is Justin.
I'm Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everybody.